Alright, welcome back to another album review. Today we are going to be reviewing Let God Sort Them Out by Clipse. It has been a while since I actually reviewed Clipse, especially considering the fact that I had to go back to like some of their earlier projects. God, I still remember like it was yesterday. It was good. It was good times when I did that, man. But now, they're back, and better than ever, and it's gonna be time for me to finish up this review, and review their shit. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So, before we get into this, I want to make it clear about the features. We got John Legend, Voices of Fire, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, of course, the one and only Pharrell Williams, Abliva, which I do remember. Euro Dollar Volume 1. Jesus Christ. But Nas and Stove God Cooks. It has been a while since I heard of Stove God Cooks. Crazy enough, I haven't heard him since 2020. That's the crazy part. Insane stuff. But yeah, without a doubt, let's get right into it. Now, I want to make this clear for y'all real quick that, for one, you probably are noticing this very thing right here. Why is this a 9.7 to a 10 for their normal rating? So, I want to clear the air real quick because I think some people might say, oh, but you never give albums a 10 out of 10. I should be probably a little bit more clear. I will never give solo albums a 10 out of 10. I'm going to give rap groups or rap duos 10 out of 10 albums. Because since it's a collaborative work, it's going to spice up to be at least an 8, a 9, or a 10. That's basically the sum up of that. So, yeah. That's why I think people need to understand, like, when you separate them two, because I had to do that back in the past. Like, I literally had to figure out, like, what was I going to do with duos, rap groups, specifically, what am I going to do for those albums, and what am I going to do for solo albums? Because I can't criticize them the same way, since they're collaborative work, and the other one is just solo work. So, well, at least solo work with production and a co-writing team. So, I had to remember that, again, collaborations matter with these two. So I have to remember that sometimes it's going to be an 8, 9, or 10. Or a 9 or a 10 is going to go above that. So it's going to go above a 9 and go straight to a 10. It's going to be like that because since, again, rap groups and everything else are going to be staggering up until that point. So it doesn't really matter. Now, does it? Now, since I reviewed Clipse, I had learned that they bounce between a 9.7 and a 10 every now and then. Since I've kind of followed their stuff since at least, I'll probably say back around like 1999. Yeah? Seems about right. Around their stuff around like 1999 and stuff, so yeah. I had to follow around their stuff. Oh, and for context, I reviewed their stuff back in like 2015, so please bear in mind what I'm saying here. Like, I reviewed all their like albums back in like 2015, so yeah. But anyways, enough chat, enough ramble. Let's get right into it. So, first off, we're gonna start with The Birds Don't Sing, and first of all, great introduction, going straight into this. And this was fantastic. 100% fantastic. So, this deserves a 9.8. Yeah, let's keep moving. So, Chains and Whips, 10 out of 10. This was a great song, and you should have known I was going to make this a 10 out of 10. POV, 9.8. Surprise. The sound felt a little squashy here and there, but other than that, still a solid song, so a 9.8. So Be It, a 10. already know why. Production and the lyrics, that was phenomenal and bomb. And those two did very well on that song. Ace Trumpet, same thing. Again, production needs a little work, but I'm not gonna get upset with that. All things considered. Now this one was one more because I think I said since this was a 9.79, it's because of the fact that I forgot the fact that the point was taken off because the song was too short. So I was being a little bit pedantic, but you already know how critical I am at times. But anyway, I'm going to butcher these two. So except for FICO, I'm gonna literally say that one, but these two I'm gonna fucking butcher. So I'm just gonna say these ones. Mike Tyson, Blow to the Face. This got a 9.7. Like I said, if I remember correctly, and as I bring this up earlier, as I normally do, again, a very short song. I expected more from them on this, but hey, it is what it is. Now, remember what I said about having a short song? Again, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Let me make it clear that this is a short song too, but they did very well with this one. So they got a point with literally doing more with this in just two minutes, which was weird because, again, the way this was presented was so weird considering it was like 2 minutes and 37, and it still literally got a point off for the fact that it was less than that. But also, I think I also brought it up because of, again, the sound. I felt like the sound was a little too, how can I say this? It could have been better. That's all I'm going to say. I feel like it could have been a little bit more better. I think I judged this one because I think I said earlier that although the production still need to work on this one too, I think, in this instance, I feel like there was some slack on the song, so that's why I kind of just like took out 2 points and then just backed it up and make sure that there was not enough to cover in that scenario, because I feel like it was going to be a 9.8 regardless if you move the sound or if No Malice or Pusha T stepped up. So nevertheless, I'm not going to. FICO 9.7.8. This one got less because I think I was literally I'm going to be 100% honest, there was going to be a little bit more tension with it, a little bit more regression, so I didn't really like put too much grasp on it, and it's still banged out. I just felt like the production wise around it, the rap and sound was a little fidgety to me. That's just Inglorious Bastards 9.8 again. So Far Ahead 9.8. Like God Sotomel / Chandeliers 9.8, and By the Grace of God 9.8. So you pretty much add all these mugs together, you already know the number, and you get a 9.8. How surprising, ain't it? So for lyrics, we get in the 9.8. You already know the difference between that one. That was still going to be literally add up to a 9.8 for lyrics, so we were going to already move that up a little bit better. Artistry gave it a 9.8. They actually did very well with the artistry. Fantastic imagery. That's what I love from them. Creativity goes a long way as well, so that is a fucking 10. They did very well with the creativity on this one. This was fantastic. Rhythm patterns work like they should have. Shout out to Pharrell. This did fantastic. And also flow, 10 out of 10. Figurative language, 10 out of 10. And you guys already know why. These motherfuckers combine No Malice and Pusha T. Figurative language and flow, they get it 10 out of 10 every time. It's ridiculous. And once you literally add them all up, you get a overall 10 out of 10 album. This was a phenomenal album. I really, really am happy with this. They did fantastically well with this. I genuinely hope that they continue on with this trajectory, because coming back and starting with a 10 is actually insane. It's insane to me, because you would actually think that they would actually like dwindle it down, give it at least a 9.8, a 9.9, at least around there. At least keep it well-rounded to a certain degree. But they just switched straight to a 10. This is great. They did fantastic on this album. Shouts out to Clipse for this album. If you guys want to go check it out for yourselves, go ahead. See what you guys think. Tell me in the comments if you guys like it or anything like that. That would be greatly appreciated. It's been said, guys. Later.
My